So what's up? What's going on, guys? Welcome to JA News.
It's up.
For today's show, we're talking upcoming releases. You guys may want to double back on some of these recent Yeezys, as there's currently some crazy steals going on. Plus, we got big changes coming to the industry, as one of footwear's biggest players has recently made a new announcement that should really be shaking things up. So stay tuned, guys. We got all that plus more, and it's coming right up next. All right, so to kick things off, we got an update to one of sneakers' most highly anticipated releases. I'm talking about the Born and Raised SB Dunks, which were already highly anticipated, but then after the untimely passing of Born and Raised founder Chris Sponto, these joints have reached legendary status. So we know how the story goes. Nike delayed the release, and anytime sneakerheads can't get a shoe that they want, it just makes the demand go that much more crazy. So in terms of an update, apparently sometime, I guess about a week ago, Nike was filming some type of promo, some type of commercial, which leads many people to believe that we should see a release following suit very soon. And I know scalpers and resellers are salivating at the mouth for a chance to grab these and resell these to you guys for like 5 times the price. So if you can't wait for these to drop, don't worry, because apparently one of the people involved in filming the promo, it looks like they are selling their pair right now on Facebook Marketplace for the low price of just $2,000. And we got a breaking update, as it looks like the Whitner Group, those are the people over at Ama Maniere and Social Status, have been doing some great things with their Nike collabs. It looks like they have a New Balance collab on their way, which will be called the Missing Pieces Collection. So we have 2 new pastel colorways for the New Balance 9060, and of course this is a breaking update, so I would love to know what your guys' first thoughts on these. For me, I feel like they look very eerily similar to the New Balance Joe Freshgoods 9060s, but I would love to know what you guys think about these and other New Balance news. It looks like we have a new colorway for their 990 V6 on the way. Of course, you have a white, gray, and black variant, a clean pair. Of course, be on the lookout for these dropping at the end of the month for retail of $220. And it looks like we have a brand new colorway that has surfaced for the New Balance Warped Runner, which is their newest silhouette hitting the market. I have yet to actually be able to check these out in person, but it looks like with this new black and green variant, joints are very loud, but cool at the same time. I don't know if I could really pull these off, but I'm sure with the right fit, you guys could make these work. So a couple of updates from New Balance, some of their new sneakers to look forward to this year. Let me know if you guys are feeling any of these joints down below. All right, so I'm doubling back on some of these recent Yeezy drops because the prices are just too good. How could you blame me? So depending on where you're located at, you may still be enjoying some of that good summertime weather, which means you could be in the market for a pair of foam runners or slides. Now, personally, I'm rocking slides all year round, which is why I'm doubling back on some of these recent Yeezy drops. So could you guys remember back when the market for these was going crazy, when Yeezy slides were reselling for like $300-400? Absolutely ridiculous for a pair of foam slides. So it's good that Adidas flooded the market with 50 shades of gray, and it looks like we got most of these pairs going for like around $100. So any of the recent releases, from the granite to the slate gray to the slate marine, you guys can grab right now for a great steal. Now in terms of 350s, as you see, most of the recent drops are going for under retail on market, but a particular pair that I would recommend would be the 350 Compact Slate Onyx. This is if you're in the market for like a good everyday shoe that's comfortable, looks good, and you don't have to worry about messing up. Now, you do want to make note that heading into the winter time, this is a good option as well, because with the knitted upper, it's a little less breathable, which will keep you warm in the winter months. And right now, versus the $230 retail, you can grab these joints for like about $150 or maybe even lower on the secondary market. Now, in terms of the quantum, I was dying to get my hands on a pair of the high-res orange, but because it felt like Adidas only dropped like 10 pairs of these, resale prices are out of this world. I'm not doing it. But these Miss Slate joints, on the other hand, you can grab these on a steal right now on the secondary market. So I just put in a little bid on GOAT for like $130. We'll see if somebody bites on that. Now, this is a sneaker I would have already paid full price for, but since they're going for under retail, why not grab these joints for a steal. Now, this is the time that everybody that was patient is going to be rewarded. This is the time for all of the cheapskates to be able to go ahead and grab a deal for some of their favorite Yeezy releases on the secondary market. Now, as far as other Yeezy updates goes, one of the more popular releases from this last Yeezy drop were the Wave Runners. Now, there was some questions surrounding this release, if they were going to be newly manufactured pairs. Of course, we did clarify that these were leftover pairs from the last Yeezy Day drop, which were manufactured back in 2021. So it's cool just to update that Steven Smith, who just pops up from time to time in the JA Discord, he said that the quality dropped off during the battle for sure in talking about the updated Wave Runners. And he said part of my issue with them, they kept adding reinforcement to the toe while never readjusting the pattern for the lockdown of stretch. So just a little update that you guys should consider when purchasing the Wave Runners, that it seems like there is just a slight dip in quality from the original pairs versus the restock pairs. And shout out my man Buckeye B from the JA Discord, who gave us a little update on the 2015 Yeezy 950 versus the recently released 950s that we just saw drop. So first and foremost, he said shape is totally different, still fit true to size like the OG pairs. You have a slight difference in height, toe box slope different, throat shape different, canvas liner different. He also said the duck material is softer on the 2022 pair than the 2015. And it's important to note that both of these pairs are DS and not worn. So just a couple of things to consider if you guys are looking to purchase these boots. Of course, you know, these came with a very hefty retail of $600, but currently it looks like there are some steals going on the secondary market, but nothing too crazy, like around $500. So let me ask you guys, in purchasing these 950 boots, what would be the lowest steal that you guys would go for in order to grab these? And comment down below with some of your other steals that you guys were able to grab, as Adidas completely flooded the market and a lot of you guys were able to take advantage of this. So we got things shaking up. We got big changes coming to the footwear industry as Birkenstock has filed an IPO with the Security and Exchange Commission. So it looks like Birkenstock will be going from private to public as they hit Wall Street. So it looks like the company is looking to expand, and for the very first time in the brand's history, they had to report their financials, in which Birkenstock reported for the fiscal year that they brought in 1.3 billion euros in sales, which shows that Birkenstock is definitely a big player in the game. So with Birkenstock going public, I only see the company expanding more, bringing in more capital to expand the brand. And we could possibly even see Birkenstock kind of moving into this more hype market where maybe we could see some future collabs and possibly taking some of this market share away from bigger companies like Nike and Adidas. And before we get up out of here, Salehi Bembry has revealed the latest colorway for his Polex Crocs slides. So we got the Huckle colorway. You pretty much got a maroon variant, and I can't help but think the first thing that comes to my mind when I see these, could you guys imagine if they would have dropped the maroon Yeezy slide? But regardless, these joints are dope. Salute to our brother Saleh, who's continuing to innovate over at Crocs. Be on the lookout for these joints dropping on the 21st via his Be a Sponge site. And then of course, you guys already know the routine. Expect these to drop at a later date via the Crocs website. So let me know what you guys think about these joints, as well as your feedback on all of the topics covered here in today's video. And also let me know what was your best Yeezy steal that you guys were able to grab from these recent Yeezy drops. So you guys stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the latest edition of JA News. Love.